Chapter 8. The prophecy catches up. Hector was dead, but the war continued. Troy still stood behind its walls. Its gates remained closed. Its people still hoped that somehow the city could survive what had happened outside it. Achilles returned to the Greek camp, not victorious, not satisfied. Patroclus was still gone. Nothing could change that. The revenge he had wanted was complete. The grief remained. Days turned into weeks. The fighting continued, and wherever Achilles appeared, the Trojans gave ground. Warriors who once would have challenged him now avoided him. Others tried anyway. None succeeded. Among them was Penthesilea, queen of the Amazons. She came to Troy seeking honor and glory. She met Achilles on the battlefield, and she fell. Then came Memnon, a king from distant lands, a warrior whose reputation crossed seas and kingdoms. For a moment, it seemed Troy had found another champion. Then he faced Achilles, and he fell as well. The war kept offering Achilles new enemies. The outcome never changed, but Achilles already knew something the others did not. His victory had a cost, long before Troy, long before Hector, long before Patroclus. A choice had been placed before him: remain home, live a long life, be forgotten by history, or come to Troy, win glory that would outlive generations, and die young. Achilles had made his choice years ago. He had never regretted it. Now he could feel it drawing closer. The prophecy was no longer distant. It was waiting. One afternoon, Achilles approached the walls of Troy. The battle had pushed close to the city once again. Trojan defenders lined the ramparts. Among them stood Paris, the prince whose actions had begun the war. He watched Achilles move below. Then he drew his bow. The arrow left the string. By itself, it should not have mattered. But the gods had never been absent from this war. Apollo guided its flight. The shot crossed the battlefield and found its mark. Achilles staggered. The arrow had struck his heel. For a moment, no one understood what had happened. Not the Trojans, not the Greeks, not even Achilles himself. Then the strength left him, slowly, inevitably. The battlefield grew quiet. The greatest warrior of Greece sank to the ground. Around him, the war continued, but farther away now, as if it already belonged to someone else. Achilles looked toward Troy one final time, toward the city that had taken years of his life, toward the walls where his fate had finally found him. He had chosen glory. He had chosen it knowing the cost. And now the cost had arrived. Achilles fell. The Greeks rushed forward. The Trojans stared from the walls. And for a brief moment, both sides understood the same truth. The greatest warrior of the age was gone, but his name would remain. Long after Troy, long after the war, long after everyone who had known him was gone. Achilles had received exactly what he chose: a short life and a story that would never die.